All right, hey y'all, welcome back to Summertime Tarot. If you're new to the channel, welcome in. All right, thank you for joining me here. Let's go ahead, Leo. Let's talk about what I'm seeing for you right now. Okay. So, the first thing that I'm picking up here is like inner child work. I don't know if it's me or the whole season that we in, but it feels like inner child healing is coming up so heavy, so strong for everybody. But what I'm getting is some of you here may be like doubting like inner child healing, or you may be like questioning the power of it. Does that make sense? For others of you, I feel like there may actually be a kid in your life, right, that's actually helping you in some way, right? I feel like it goes hand in hand with that whole inner child thing. It's either you are the kid or there is a kid in your life that's showing up to help you with something, to guide you in some regard, right? I just saw 111. Some of you, this could actually be like a spirit guide. Yeah, because I'm getting like, or it could actually be a spirit. Okay, I'm getting a lot of different things here. Like the spirit of a child that's with you, right? I feel like that may be like for one person, maybe, because that's really specific. If so, I feel like maybe you saw or like you had like an imaginary friend, or like you saw spirits as a kid or something like that. That's interesting. Hmm. It's giving me very much like Peter Pan vibes. So I'm getting like this feeling of you may be feeling like you've outgrown certain things, and you're having a hard time connecting and tapping back into that childlike wonder, or even just that childlike kind of knowing or awareness of the world, right? Because I feel like a lot of times we discount kids and like their own wisdom and knowledge, but they know a lot, and they see a lot, right? You feel what I'm saying? And I feel like you may be in a space right now where you're like, yo, what are you talking about? You don't know what you're talking about. You know what I mean? Like, what is this? You know? And I feel like it's because there's this something within you that actually doubts your own kind of inner knowing, that doubts your own wisdom, that maybe even doubts your own worth. Okay. That's ooh. We're getting into something here. Let's go ahead and pull the cards. Okay. I wanted to use this deck, so let's use this deck. Let's see what's going on here with Leo. July 2022. Yeah. And it could be as simple as like you just maybe need to make time to what's this? connect with the little joys in life. You know what I'm saying? Because it seems like you may be so serious that you're having a hard time just enjoying life or being open to new things, you know? Alright, well, let's see. So, Leo here. Okay, wait a minute. Yep. Okay. It's like you've been weighed down by like the material world, man. It's almost like you kind of lost your spunk. You may be feeling like you've lost like that kind of spark, and you want it back. I feel like you want it back, but correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know down in the comments. But you've been like, it's like you, right? Let me show you the cards. We got two pentacles. Well, we got a lot of pentacle cards here. We got the Seven of Pentacles. We got the Six of Pentacles, and we got the Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like your focus here is very much on the, the material world. So you could be focusing on finances. You could be focusing on your career. You could be focusing on, getting yourself stable, which makes sense, right, with what's going on with the world. But at the same time, I feel like the song that keeps playing in my head is Same Drugs by Chance the Rapper. Check that out, man. It might have a message for you. But it's like you're like windy. And I ain't judging you or nothing, but that's what I'm picking up here. Like you kind of, it's kind of time for you to really tap back into that childlike wonder, that childlike excitement and joy. It's time for you to really just bring in, it could even just be small things like an ice cream, going to get an ice cream or something, where you're not so bogged down by like, okay, look, you see the ice cream, or you're not so bogged down by like the serious stuff, where it's not weighing so heavily on you. Because I feel like it may be causing a good deal of like maybe chaos or discomfort or conflict in your life, right? It could be causing, like if you're in a relationship, it could be causing arguments, or it could be causing you like a lot of mental a lot of stuff going on in your brain. So some of you here could be like praying for a change. You could have been like maybe asking for maybe signs or like blessings in some way, right? We do have the Ace of Pentacles here. We have that's the Ace of Cups, but we do have the Ace of Pentacles too. And so it's time for you here to really basically kind of get out of your own way, right? I feel like you could be putting so much focus on like things happening now that you're kind of clogging up the airways, so to speak. You're making it hard for the divine to kind of come in and work any magic for you. So it's time for you to kind of just take a step back and to like put your focus on other things. Put your focus on other things, and it's not to say like to just give up and be like, oh, I ain't going to work today. No. I mean, it's like to really just kind of get out of your mind and stop trying to force an outcome or force things to go a certain way, and just to kind of like be open to things working out in your favor, and not you having to have your hands on it to make it happen. Does that make sense? Right, for some of you, I feel like this could be showing up actually in your relationships. It may not actually be with like money, it could be, but it could actually be showing up in your relationships where you may be feeling like something needs to change or to shift within your relationships. Maybe you feel like you're always the one that's doing the brunt of the work, or you're always the one that's kind of focused on getting things going in the right direction, making things happen, to the point where like you feel like your partner or maybe like your friends, your family aren't putting in as much effort. And rather than like getting so focused on, oh, well, they don't see it my way, or they're not making it, they don't want it because they're not doing it this way. It's just all about you kind of taking a step back and like allowing things, right? Being a little bit more understanding and just focusing on what you can control. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Right, and I feel like, right, we got the hermit card showing up here too, so that frees up a lot of space for you to really just focus on you, focus on coming back to you, and focusing on your own happiness and fulfillment and joy, you know what I'm saying, rather than putting it in the hands of other people, expecting them to show up for you in the exact way that you want them to, you know what I'm saying, but allowing them to show up as they are and going from there, deciding whether or not you want this person or this situation in your life, right? Because it's up to you to decide what you want, if you want to make certain things work, or if you just want to just kind of like be like, I'm done with this and I want something different. Let's see. I see anything else here. What else? Hmm. This may be for one person. It seems like you may be spending a lot of time. Like you could either be doing a lot of, right. Look at this. We got the high priestess showing up, but this card's a little bit different. You could be either like watching a lot of tarot readings, or you could be like asking for a lot of signs. Um, or you could be praying about the same thing over and over again. Or if you're like, if you read your own tarot cards, you could be asking about the same thing over and over again. Stop that, okay? uh, Listen. I try not to tell people what to do, but cut that out, alright? Let it go. And let it flow. Right? Be open to surprise. Be open to the good things coming in. You ain't always gotta know what it's gonna be or when it's gonna happen. Okay? You ain't always gotta be in control. Alright, baby boo? It's alright. It's gonna be alright. For some of you here, like you may be wanting, right, with work or something, or with your career, you may be actually wanting maybe to level up or to grow, and it may be time for you to really start doing things differently. So this may look like you, it may be time for you to like get back to learning, to maybe go to school, maybe to start reading some different books, to start gaining some different knowledge so that you can implement it going forward, so that can help you along your path, along your journey, rather than like feeling like everything is out of your control. It's like time for you to figure out what you can do to make things or to assist things into going in the direction you want them to. Does that make sense? So like, I don't know, say, I don't know, for some reason, right? Because we got this justice card. The courts is coming up. Maybe you got a court case coming up. I don't know. And maybe it'll look good if you got a letter from so and so that talks about how good of a person you are. Or maybe you got a job interview. Maybe it may be time for you to like get you a good old, reference. Write you a good old cover letter to start, going to a class, get a certification, something like that. You know what I'm saying? It's not all kind of like, oh, it's out of your control. Everything, some things are out of your control, but what can you control? Start focusing on those things and making things happen for yourself in that way, rather than feeling like you need to dictate or make people see things your way. You know what I'm saying? All right, I want to clarify this Six of Pentacles, and then we're going to get some advice for you. Yeah, this is talking about yeah, you may be wanting to like kind of manipulate certain, that's a heavy word, but like you may be wanting to manipulate certain situations to make them go your way, and it's time for you to kind of be open. Yeah. For some of you, you could be like, yeah. It's just kind of reiterating what I was saying. Where, like, you may be wanting to control certain situations and to make them happen the way that you want them to happen. And it's time for you to kind of let go of the reins and be open to being led. Alright? Even if it's by a kid. You know what I mean? Even if it's by, like, somebody who you feel like don't know at all what they talk about. Sometimes, hey, maybe you look at me like that, but hey, be open to receiving wisdom and guidance from outside of yourself, right? Because the divine God, whomever you believe in, you pray to, shows up in all types of ways and works in mysterious ways. So you could be blocking your own blessings by not even paying somebody any mind. You could be blocking your own blessings by not being open to what somebody is saying to you, to not be open to doing things a different way. So it's time for you to get out of your own way and just be open and to trust that the divine is going to work things out in your favor without you having to control anything. Okay, bottom of the deck here, we got 3 of Pentacles. Yes, things are working out in your favor. It's just time for you to kind of just be open and to actually kind of utilize, right? Because it seems like you may be a person that's very, like, aware, like, you know a lot, you have a lot of wisdom. So, like, rather than trying to dictate, just kind of take a back seat and to, like, just open your eyes and be like, oh, well, I see this, so maybe you right, maybe we should go that way, but let me put a little spin on it. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. But let's go ahead and get your advice, and then we're going to close this out. What is the advice for you? The 1st of July. Let's hurry up for the camera down. Well, good golly. Let's get one more. The card that shot out here was despair. It says, I need your divine intercession right now, oh great spirit. Lift this darkness from my soul. Free me from this burden. Open me to your highest plan. May I be a peaceful vessel for your love. All right, now, bottom of the deck, we got work. I'm now available to receive all who can benefit from my work. Use me to relieve suffering on the planet. May all who need me find me. The divine is my complete source for all prosperity and will provide. Yes. Okay, then we got here trust. When love is united. Wait, hold on. when love is invited to take over, right actions arise at the right time. Allow me, dear divine, to wait patiently until the timing is right. Let me rest in the unknown until a clear path is shown. Okay, it's a little dark. Sorry. Then we got confidence. It says, divine confidence is completely different from the bravado of the ego. You make space for something larger to take hold. Please fill me with your confidence, oh love. Grant me courage I never knew I had. Yes, I feel like all these cards is kind of just confirming what I was saying, reiterating it, saying it in maybe a little bit better way. You know? Yeah. Alright, so you may be, struggling at this time. You may be feeling a bit of despair, and it's just important that you trust and you have faith in the divine. But also to believe in yourself, right? Like, going back to what I said at the beginning, like, you may be unwilling to be open to guidance, to be open to help, because one, you may not feel worthy of it, or two, you may not even be trusting of yourself, and it's time for you to have confidence in yourself, right? You are who you are. You know what you know. You are good. To trust in who you are and who God made you to be, and allow God to work their magic in your life. But you got to be open to it. You got to be accepting of it, and you got to trust in your ability to see clearly, to discern, and to move as you are led to move. Okay. But let's see. What what is final piece of advice here for Leo for July 2022? Thank you. All right. Okay, we got. Oh, so this one fell kind of in my lap, so I'm gonna take that. Bottom of the deck here, we got forgiveness and understanding. All right. What else we got? Ooh, we got 4 cards. All right. So we got manifestation. Boom. Then we got a learning experience. Look, don't that look like the Hermit? Then we got no. Then we got self-acceptance. That card's so pretty. Okay. This is talking about, right? Okay. For some of you, you're right now currently in a space where you are wanting to move in a new direction. And because of that, you may be kind of feeling pressured to go back to something. Something that you know isn't right for you. Something that you know you kind of outgrown. Because you may be feeling that pressure, because your manifestation, what it is that you actually want, is taking some time to come in. So it's important for you to have faith at this time, because of course you can always go back, but it's like, do you really want this new thing? Do you really want what it is that you've been asking and praying for? Or do you just want to go back to being comfortable? It's up to you to decide. But if you want something different, if you want something better for your life, you're going to have to be able to say no to the things that you know within you aren't right for you. You know don't really work for you anymore. And with this self-acceptance, it's about really accepting yourself, flaws and all, and not feeling like the bad guy. You know what I'm saying? And I just saw 2255. Right? And trusting in, like I was saying, who God made you to be. Don't feel like you have to be like anybody else or do what anybody else expects you to do. It's time for you to live your life for you. And sometimes that means saying no to certain things, to certain people that ain't right for you. You know? And what is, you know, the very thing that you want, the very things that you're wishing to manifest in your life, wants you too. So it's okay for you to say no to something that ain't right for you. Be like, no, go to the curb. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. I got something better. I got something better on the way. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All right. But I want to read this self-acceptance card. Let's see. What does this say? It says, you are making incredible efforts to heal and release habits and thoughts that once held you back. Take a moment to look at yourself through the loving eyes of Mother, Father, God, and appreciate how far you've come. All the adversity you faced and the person you are today. Angels are wrapping their wings around you and encouraging you to see what they see. And they see you as perfect just the way you are. If your confidence has dropped recently, or you've not been as positive as you'd like to have been, change that now by giving yourself credit where it is due. Maybe you've discovered that negative talk and thoughts aren't working for you. This is the time to try loving yourself instead. To get started, try speaking to yourself more respectfully and giving yourself some leeway and some time to change. When this card appears, know that your self-esteem and confidence have taken some knocks over the years, and you have had thoughts that are no longer serving you. But your angels want nothing more than for you to be happy and at peace. And they are drawing close now to help restore your confidence in yourself. You have the ability to live a life that you love, but to experience that fully, you have to recognize that you are worthy of it. So take some time today to realize that heaven loves you unconditionally, and then take small steps to loving yourself the same way. The outer world you experience is a mirror of the conversations you have on the inside with yourself, so align them with love. Yep. Yes, indeed. Yes, it. Yes, indeed. All right, but that's all I got for you. Hopefully, this helped you in some way. If it did, be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you're interested in booking a personal reading, the link is in the description box below for you to book that. All right. But I truly appreciate you and I hope to see you soon. Peace out.